Nick the Great and the Phony Club. I, Nick the Great, am a great detective. I had just solved a big case. It did not look like a big case when it started this morning. My dog Sludge and I were running around the block for exercise. We ran past Annie and her dog Fang. We ran past Rosamond and 3 of her cats. We ran past Philly and his friend Pete. We ran home. I saw a piece of paper on my doorstep. I picked it up. It was thin paper. Beta was printed in ink on it. The paper was torn up around Beta. What did it mean? I got my dictionary. I looked up Beta. I found it. Beta could be the star of a world. Beta could be the star of vitamin A, B1, B2, B6, B12, C, D, E, G, H, K, or P, or Beta could be the middle or end of a word. It could even be part of a long message. The mystery got bigger as I thought about it. I, Nick the Great, knew there was a missing piece or pieces of the paper. Who had torn them? I let Slush snip the piece of paper out. We will look for the pieces, I said. I, Nick the Great, thought who had tear this paper. Of course, Rosamond's cats, 4 cats, 16 claws. 16 claws could tear a lot. I wrote a note to my mother. Then I tore it into pieces. Then I fitted the pieces back together. I put a pancake in my pocket. Then Sludge and I ran to Rosamond's house. Rosamond was outside with 3 of her cats. Rosamond looked strange, but she always looked strange. Hello, I said. Did you leave a note on my doorstep this morning? Did your cat tear it? No, Rosamond said. I did not leave a note on your doorstep. I looked at her cats. They looked strange too. My cat has been with me all morning, Rosamond said. Except Big Cat spent the morning in his favorite tree. Big Cat tears paper, I said. Yes, Rosamond said. Big Cat tears with scratch, shred, cut, slit, and slashes. I see, I said. The big cat tear with scratch, shred, cut, slit, or slash. A piece of paper today, asked him, Rosamond said. I looked up. I saw a big cat sitting on the branch of the tree. I next away was in the. I saw a piece of paper stuck in the tree, close to Big Cat's too close. I reached into my pocket and pulled out the pancake. I threw it on the ground. Big Cat jumped down and started to eat the pancake. I reached up and grabbed the piece of paper. Now I had 2 pieces. I put them together. They fit, I said. It is a message. Look, now the paper says, invitation, come to my house at 3. Beta was part of invitation. You solved the case, Rosamond said. No, I said. There is still a missing piece with a name on it. What name? Rosamond asked. The name of the person who wrote the invitation, I said. I nicked away. We'll find the missing piece. I'll find it before 3. I started to leave. Wait, Rosamond said. Big Cat wants to thank you for the pancake. How does Big Cat thanks? I asked. With a kiss, Rosamond said. I nicked away. Did not want to be kissed by anyone who tears, rips, scratch, shred, cut, slit, and slashes. No thanks for the thanks, I said. Sludge and I ran home. It was time for lunch. I made some pancake. I gave Sludge a bone. We ate and thought. There was a missing piece with a name on it. I nicked away. Had to know by 3 o'clock. Much Sludge and I started out again. I saw Annie and her dog Fang coming down the street. They were with Philly and Pip. Pip does not say much. Philly said too much. I nicked away and looking for the piece of paper with a name on it. I said, why are you great? Philly asked. I solved the case, I said. I found it and I find out. Why don't you find the piece of paper? Philly asked. I nicked away. We'll find it. Annie said, ha, Philly said. Maybe it's great, maybe it's not. Pip said nothing. Philly and Pip walked away. Sludge turned and followed them. I turned and followed Sludge. Annie and Frank turned and followed me. I saw Philly throw a piece of paper into the sewer and walked away. I looked into the sewer. I did not like the way it looked. But the paper was there. It could be the missing piece. How could I get the paper out? I nicked away. Needed something long and sharp. I saw something long and sharp beside me. Thanks, kid. Then I had another idea. I looked down at the paper again. It looked blank. The print must be on the side. That is facing down, I said. We must wait. Wait for what? Annie asked. Wait for the water in the sewer to make the paper very wet. The invitation is printed in ink on the paper. When paper is thin and the printing on it is dark, water can make the printing show on the other side. Then we can read the name. But when the printing look backward, Annie asked. Yes, but nothing is perfect. I nicked away, saying nothing is perfect. The paper was getting wetter and wetter. I saw some printing on it, I saw. Funny clue, I said. I nicked away I had never had a funny clue before. I did not know what to do. I could not find the missing piece. I looked at the pieces in my hand. I nicked away, thought. Then I said, I am looking at what I have. Perhaps I should look at what I do not have. How can you do that? Annie asked. When you do not have it. Look, I said. When I put the two pieces together, the empty space that is left is shaped like a boat. So the missing piece is shaped like a boat. I nicked away. Will look for the paper boat. What if you can't find it before 3 o'clock? Annie asked. Then I am sung. I said. Sludge and I walked and thought. I nicked away. Had seen a boat today, but where? It was not on the Atlantic Ocean. It was not on the Pacific Ocean. It was on the paper ocean. Sludge and I ran to the paper ocean. The paper boat was there. I fitted my pieces of the invitation around it. Aha, they fit. The paper boat was a missing piece. The paper boat was blank. It did not tell me anything, or did it? Now I knew that someone wrote an invitation to me and did not sign it. The same someone tore the invitation into pieces. I left on pieces in my piece on my doorstep and put on piece in the tree and passed it on piece on the paper ocean. Someone did not think that. I nicked away, could find out who the someone was. Someone was testing me. I looked at the paper bowl. On the paper, water, paper and water. I just seen paper in water. The funny clue in the sewer. I nicked away, had an idea. Sludge and I ran home. I filled my thing with water. I took the two pieces on the invitation and turned them over and put them in the water. Now the printing on them was wet or backyard. I nicked away, looked at the printing. There was that funny ear again. The printing was the same as the printing on the funny clue. I nicked away, knew the case was solved. It was not yet 3 o'clock. This was the invitation. I want to answer exactly on time. Sludge and I ran around the block and around the block until it was 3 o'clock. Then we went to Philly's house. Philly was with Pip. Pip did not say anything. It is 3 o'clock, I said, and I nicked away, and here I have answers. Your invitation, Philly. Philly gulped. I nicked away, said there is no such thing as a funny clue. The printing on your funny clue is the same as the printing on the invitation. You wrote the invitation, you tore it into pieces. Philly gulped again. Pip opened his mouth unless he had something to say. I win, he said. I told Philly that you would solve the case. By 3 o'clock, I love Philly said. You're a great detective. Thank you, I said. I nicked away and felt great. I was glad the case was over. Sludge and I started to run. We ran past Annie and Fan. I solved the case, I said. I knew you would, Annie said. Annie and Fan started to run beside us. We all ran home for pancakes and bone. The end.
Make the grade.